I'm gone. Follow if you dare. do what I must. My way. Follow if you dare. A trivial task.
Can't hide from me. I'm off.
I do what I must. That was easy. I'm gone. I sense something. A trivial task. A trivial task. Follow if you dare.
Greetings.
Greetings, Commander.
The Suture is my servant. I did not expect him to rush into the abyss after me, but I have allowed him to remain with me while I take care of some business. However, you asked what I am doing here. I bring answers. You have walked a long path, one where shadows constantly flicker at the edge of your vision, and questions multiply like flies above carrion. It is time for answers. At least, some of them. Day 16, Aridus 4715. Experiment, transformation. Subject, let's skip that. Objective, to embed the essence of a Nahindrian crystal in the soul of the subject. Expected result, the essence will coalesce with the subject's soul, which will ready itself for total transformation, triggering the concomitant powers. The time has come to put my plan into action. You are my creation. Your power was my gift. Now you know. You are asking the right questions, but the time has not yet come.
Ah, such special memories. Remember the laboratory, do you? I told you back then. Go on, look around. See all the ones Lydia really worked on. Here with us is definitely the place for you.
Your power is of the same kind as that of Nulkineth, Jeribeth, and the other demons that you have met. The power of the Nahindrian crystal dissolved into the blood lies within your soul. I have already hinted at this to you once before, when I left the essence along with the lexicon of paradox in my old laboratory, and ordered the Suture to make sure the gift found its way into your hands. But there is more. Do you remember when you were taken to Canobris with a wound that would not heal? Do you remember how Terendelev apparently healed you? That was merely an illusion. The dragon was only able to temporarily dull the pain. In fact, it was I who saved you, when I came to you in the caves and implanted a crystal within you. No, saved is not the right word. Your wound is still not healed. That is why your wound weeps blood from time to time, every drop of which burns your enemies. This is pure essence of Nahindrian crystal. My invention is far superior to the crystals used by Xanther, which were barely refined at all. It will give you new strength and help you to overcome the wound that still slumbers within your soul. Take it. Take it, and you will see that this is the very power that has lived in you since the Battle of Canobris.
Not much of a threat. Look at me. Before you know it, I'll be a decrepit heap of flesh just like so. But I still managed to keep living somehow.
Very well, then. Ask your questions and I will answer. It was my mistake, my failure. I failed to... The tale is too long to recount here. Your wound is a reflection of the world wound in a way. It is very dangerous, even if you do not yet realize it. It is not a disease, but rather an abscess, which will one day burst and kill you. It cannot fully be healed until the world wound is healed. No doubt you have felt this affliction on several occasions. It awakens when you use your power. It makes you sense more strongly what mortals call the corruption of the abyss. Until the world wound is healed, you will have no peace. Like a witch in a fairy tale, I watched over you from birth. From before that, even. And I kept detailed notes. You were chosen and prepared for a special destiny. Aside from this, I helped you, even when you were unaware of my presence. I saved you and your unfortunate companions when you fell into the crevice in Canobris. In the Grey Garrison, it was I who distracted Minago to allow you to approach the Wardstone. And in Dresden, I appeared under the guise of Yoniel to guide you toward the Sword of Valor. And I also left you a present in my old laboratory, and told the Suture to see that you received it. I knew that sooner or later you would find your way there. That place exerts a powerful pull. They are not my masters, they are a resource. You always have to sacrifice something. I wanted you to go to the laboratory to see with your own eyes what I had been doing and what I am capable of, so it would be easier for you to accept the truth. The laboratory is the place where I prepared your ascent. And the Suture was the only one who I could trust to execute my plan and explain everything. After all, he too once experienced rebirth at my hands, and that is why I was willing to risk his life. I see I am not the only one making observations and drawing conclusions. You are analyzing me. That is commendable. Nahindrian crystals are formed from the solidified blood of demon lords. Their properties are not well known, even among the inhabitants of the Abyss. And there are reasons for this. Acquiring the blood of a dead demon lord is very difficult. After a demon lord dies, their body is instantly absorbed into the Rift of Repose. Only the Lady in Shadow knows how to kill them in a way that allows her to preserve the bodies of her fellow lords and transform them into a solid state. That means that Nahindrian crystals cannot be obtained anywhere other than the Midnight Isles. Or rather, it was impossible until recently, when I managed to experimentally obtain a crystal from the blood of a still living lord. You saw the result. A dagger made from Discare's freshly shed blood, which I left for you in Canobris. As regards the use of the crystals, that is a discussion that would take time, a very long time. Someday I will finish my groundbreaking treatise on the transformation of Nahindrian crystals, although it is unlikely I will ever publish it. Not just any creatures, demons and half-demons. The soul must have a stable connection with the Abyss in order for it to receive the power of the crystal. Experiments involving tieflings and mongrels failed because the voice of the Abyss was not strong enough within them. I wasn't a demon either when I started. But there are always ways to circumvent, or even to override the laws of the universe. I changed myself by knitting my soul together with the essence of the abyss. And I changed you. Do you remember the fits of rage that began shortly after Discari's attack on Canabras? This is how the second half of your soul manifested itself. Not yet fully aware. Not yet awakened. It's a pity you did not choose to let your demonic nature take hold. The result would have been most impressive. All those arrogant crusaders, those knights with their eyes ablaze, those pious priests. They have installed at the head of their magnificent army a scion of the abyss, the creation of the architect of the world wound, whom they so revile. Both, and neither. I have served both Discari and Baphomet, and not merely as the lowest in the pecking order. But I do not think you'll be surprised when I tell you that to me, both of these mighty lords are merely convenient temporary sources of power. And their time is almost at an end. But the Lady in Shadow is different. She is the preeminent ruler. Soon you will understand this for yourself. Yes, because I taught Xanther and the other servants of Baphomet and Discari the earliest version of this transformation ritual. I spent decades perfecting it until I obtained the power that I gave to you. Power in its most purified form, cleansed of the filth and chaos inherent within the original blood of the demon lords. Your power is as pure as thrice distilled water. But it resonates with other powerful sources of supernatural power, such as the Sword of Valor. And your power can change. You must have realized this already. You have shaped my gift into a form that you yourself have chosen. You are seeking answers, trying to understand the crux of the matter. That is good. Patience. Before we continue, I want you to receive your power. Now you know. You truly know.
Enough! Enough of this madness! I was blind. O Lady of Heaven, how blind I was. I saw holiness in the half-fiend's creation. All your valiant deeds, your resistance in the face of temptation, it was all a deception? Curse the Abyss, and curse Alushanira, where even the most faithful lose their way, and lie, and commit treason! I must save those who can be saved, and break free from the kingdom of darkness!
I want to help you close the world wound.
You were about to say, we are going to close the world wound, weren't you, Arilu? I see no reason to continue deceiving this mortal. Now, I am convinced that she is quite worthy of serving me. I will even reward her with a modicum of knowledge about the events in which she is about to take part.
Greetings to you, Our Lady in Shadow.
It's nice to see that even surrounded by mortals, you haven't forgotten who your mistress is, Arushale. You may rise.
I didn't mean to. I don't know why I did it.
Naturally. I am in the habit of observing my servants and guests while remaining unseen. Their private thoughts fly most eagerly from their lips when they believe themselves to be unwatched. And secrets exchanged in whispers are often invaluable. You are a guest here, mortal. A guest of the Lady in Shadow, the vanquisher of many a demon lord. I am the only one here who is entitled to demand answers. You may ask your questions when I allow you to do so. For now, remember your manners and greet me properly. Your manner does not lack courtesy. That is to be commended. I have had my eye on you for a very long time. You see, it was at my behest that Lady Vorlesh imbued you with such incredible powers. But I was curious to see your worth as an individual, not as Lady Vorlesh's creation. Thus, I decided to postpone our meeting and see how you'd fare in Alishanira, and whether or not you could win respect and power among those not so easily impressed by outstanding magical abilities. Well, you've passed my test adequately by proving that your character and your will are stronger than the Nahindrian powers Lady Vorlesh has vested in you.
You are wise, my lady. However, only those who have never known or forgotten what it is like to be mortal can so easily dismiss the importance of power. To be someone whose life is fragile and can be cut short at any moment, like a candle snuffed out by a gust of wind.
It is a shame your angel has left you mortal. I would have liked to talk to him. I don't expect I will get another chance, as that celestial buffoon's days are numbered.
The herald of that upstart goddess? Here.
Yes, although his defenses were quite intricate. A commendable precaution on his part, as word of the hand of the inheritor descending once more into the abyss reached the echo of Discari almost immediately. Mind you, vindictiveness and guile have always been among his best qualities. Perhaps you don't know everything about me yet, mortal. Perhaps you made the same mistake as many before you, and many who were more insightful and more powerful than you, by presuming to know what to expect from the Lady in Shadow. He is a strange creature, a bespoke creation, so to speak. Long before the world wound was opened, Discari, that little cricket, was seeking a way to have some fun on Galarian and assert his influence there. One day, he decided to gather a few strong mortal followers, fuse them together into one being, and pump that being full of his own power, in the belief that something worthwhile would come of it. That is how the Echo came to be. To the great dismay of both the Echo and the Lord of Crickets, the Echo was greeted by Eridan, protector of humankind. Eridan gave the Echo such a thorough thrashing, the whole abyss thought him dead. And yet he was not. Cricket, the younger, is alive and well, though I cannot say the same for Eridan. But the Echo remembers his humiliation still. He hates anything and everything related to Eridan, especially his inheritor, Iomade. Her heralds, her priests, her temples. He would hate Iomade's pet pug, if she had one. Envy, humiliation, ego. The usual playthings of little boys from all planes and realities. The Echoes suffered more than one defeat, first at Eridan's hand, then under the onslaught of the forces of heaven. Those routs taught him to attack his enemies by stealth, boldly and often, killing and crippling anyone close to the light-bringing goddess. Now, it seems, he has decided the time has come. The Herald of Iomade himself is in the abyss alone, without a retinue of lesser angels. He's an interesting little bird, that angel. Before he became the Herald of Iomade, he served Regathiel, the General of Vengeance. I've always found the fate of that Imperial Lord to be quite fascinating. Did you know that the father of the Upper Plains' top military leader was a devil from hell? Regathiel had to achieve many feats to redeem his unholy legacy in the eyes of the other Imperial Lords. But he did. A remarkable tale, is it not? Of course, not all your actions in my realm have been commendable. By destroying the flesh markets, you've harmed my city and impoverished my realm. You've just arrived in my realm, and you're already trying to dictate your own rules? As I recall, when demons attempted something similar on Galarian, armies were raised and mortals fought to the death to stop it. I can scarcely believe it myself, but I will be gracious and show you mercy. I am a hospitable ruler. Another island, another loss. Enough! I warned them that I would not stand for the desolation of my realm. They have not heeded me, and they will regret it. Go to your sisters and tell them to prepare. Yes, you've already met Laulia, my talented assistant. I've heard she was very convincing at acting out her tragic death in the mines of the Nexus. As you can see, I've been watching you since your very first moments in the Abyss. And even a little earlier. I have prepared a beautiful intrigue that will topple many of your enemies and seal the world wound forever, ending the threat to Galarian. And you have the chance to become part of that intrigue. Ember. So that's her then? Well, approach. I have heard you bleating your pathetic prayers at me. You have some nerve addressing me with such nonsense. Did you think I would simply repent? Renounce my status as a demon lord? Do you have any idea what I had to do to acquire it? Wait, what is this? I can't stand these noises. Do you think you're the first to try to move me with a display of tears? It only makes me angry. If you wish to speak, then wipe your nose and speak clearly.
I know what you had to do to others and to yourself. I'm so sorry. So sorry. If only I could ease your pain somehow. Calm your sorrows.
So, where were we? My pain? My sorrows? What nonsense are you talking? Don't tell me you pity me.
I'm so sorry. You're the most miserable soul I've ever seen. I've seen people burned alive, people being devoured by monsters, people burying their children. They were in pain, so much pain. But I've never seen anyone in as much pain as you.
What is this saccharine drivel? What do you even know of me, Nat?
I've seen your city. You were the one who built it. It is the way you wanted it to be. It holds all of your dreams, all of your heart, and everyone in this city is suffering. Everywhere, all the time, every minute. All who live here are hurting and scared. If these are its citizens, how miserable must its ruler feel?
And this is what you brought her to me for. You think this infantile sniveling is worthy of my attention? As if I hadn't seen enough sanctimonious bores in my life. So, what do you suggest I do, preacher? Beg the good gods' forgiveness? Devote myself to serving a sword-swinging upstart, perchance? Or that old crone, the moon?
No. Gods can't help anyone. They're just like us mortals. Silly, frightened, clueless. You're almost goddess yourself. You know better than anyone that no one can save you. No one except you.
Save me? From what exactly?
From yourself. From what you've done to yourself. From the city you've imprisoned yourself in. Listen! You are a queen, but you're the queen of pain and filth. Your realm is a realm of your own suffering. You're almost goddess. You can do anything you want. So why won't you make yourself happy? You could become the Redeemer Queen.
Oh, the Redeemer Queen! That's new. Never in all my years have I heard anything like that. Well, child, enough joking. Get out of my sight, or I'm afraid I might decide to keep you here forever as my fool.
Do you think she took my words to heart? That would be great.
I told you to get out! I don't want to hear your squeaky voice again!
Follow if you dare. I'm off. I'm gone. We do it my way. Follow if you dare.
You're great at healing people. Maybe you could help out at an infirmary.
Plumbing pillows for wounded paladins is one thing, but constantly wading through the gore and stench? Not a chance.
I'm gone. Follow if you dare. I'll take care of it.
Meditate on your mistakes. Might make you feel better.
Retreat is not an option!
What you sow!
I will resist!
I'm always ready.
I'm all ears.
I'm off. I am never wrong. My skills are absolute. I'll take care of it. I do what I must. This will be quick. Strike!
You've crossed the wrong mongrel!
You should have run.
You won't survive me.
We should move. That was easy. A trivial task. I'm gone. A trivial task. We do it my way. Follow if you dare. I'm off. That was easy. A test of my abilities.
Desna, guide my hand!
Endure this!
I do what I must. A trivial task. There's something here. I'm gone.
It's either us or them. Make your peace.
strike count.
I'm always ready. Weapons, spells, poisons. The art of killing is so diverse these days. A shame one life is not enough to master them all. We do it my way. Don't hold back. Strike!
Kneel before me.
You should have run! From your flesh wound. My skills are absolute.
Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge.
Follow if you dare. I'm off. This will hurt.
I will crush them.
I will resist!
This one's mine!
You crossed the wrong monk.
I do what I must. I'm gone. We do it my way.
Won't survive me.
Come at me, scum!
Strike! Interesting. Follow if you dare.
Endure this!
Soul!
You should have run.
Make every strike count!
I will rip them in halves!
This will hurt. A trivial task.
always be ready for the worst.
I do what I must.
Kneel before me, yet another obstacle.
Make your peace.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel. This one's mine.
I will resist!
I will crush them! Vengeance!
Don't hold back.
You won't survive me.
I am never wrong.
Magritium Turinos.
I'm gone. There's something here. It's time to act. We do it my way.
Did we find trouble? No, they did.
Prepare yourself!
Come at me, scum.
Press the attack! Retreat is not an option! Kneel before me. This one's mine.
Strike!
I've seen worse.
Endure this.
Desna, guide my hand. Disappear. Killing is what I was made for.
I'll take care of it. Follow if you dare. Interesting. That was easy. A trivial task. We should move. I'm off. A trivial task.
Trouble?
I do what I must. I'm gone.
Did we step on their toes as well?
You should have run!
Reap what you sow.
Make every strike count. Did you see that?
Make your peace.
We do it my way. There's something here. Follow if you dare.
Apporone senses.
This will hurt.
I will resist. Your struggles end here.
Press the attack.
I will rip them in halves.
You crossed the wrong mongrel.
Don't hold back!
Prepare yourself.
I will crush them.
I refuse to surrender.
You won't survive me.
My skills are absolute.
Are we in trouble yet?
Your orders, Commander.
I'm off.
Endure this! Your performance is lacking. You are lacking.
Strike!
Make your peace.
An option!
Make every strike count. Is this a mock fight?
You should have run. I do what I must. I'm gone. This will hurt.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel. You won't survive me.
Me scum.
Prepare yourself.
Kneel before me.
Don't hold back.
Endure this!
We do it my way.
Make every strike count.
This
Guide my hand!
Strike!
Reap what you sow!
Follow if you dare. I am never wrong. I'm off. I do what I must. That was easy. There's something here. A trivial task. A trivial task. That was easy. I'm gone. I'm always ready.
Macritium Turinus.
You've crossed the wrong mark.
So, Taya.
I will rip them in halves. can still fight. I will crush them.
Press the attack!
Been summoned merely to put this creature to death. A mortal who still shows loyalty to the queen that exiled her to the abyss. Oh yes, Galfrey guards, he'll glory with the jealousy of a lioness. But no, this creature proudly wears the knife stuck in her back, like a badge of honor. Or is the betrayal weighing you down after all? Did you come here looking for a new master? One who can help you seek revenge?
I don't belong to the Abyss. I believe in Desna. I believe in mortals. And in the right to dream of something greater than being dominated by monsters like you.
Why do you care about his fate? He was merely your overseer. Heaven sent him to watch over you. His only purpose was to remind you of your mission and to destroy you should you stray from the path. You shouldn't worry about him. He is just Iomede's pawn, and she did not think twice about sacrificing him. The foolish angel thought he would be forgiven for leaving Ragathiel and joining Iomade, but heaven never rewards traitors with its trust.
The Lord of the Abyss is hardly in a position to speak about treachery in the laws of heaven. Heed my words. Everything Baphomet says is either a simple lie, a lie designed to cover up another lie, or something even more dangerous. A half-truth.
The gods often abandon their servants, even the most faithful. I have countless slaves and numerous offspring. When one of them disappoints me, I simply get rid of them. To me, you are nothing more than mayflies. Your lives are so brief, it is as if you are already dead. Even if we pretend for a moment that you have a chance of winning, have you considered what reward awaits you? Your queen knows that you have surpassed her. Your success is why Galfrey exiled you here. How will she reward you for the death of a demon lord? Will she honor you by personally slitting your throat? Sadly, we will never know the answer, because you have no chance of winning.
This was unexpected.
Don't hold back.
Reap what you sow. I will rid them in hands.
Strike. You should have run.
I will crush them. Which of my enemies is responsible for this trap? Who has put you up to this, you pathetic insect? Such power must have a source. You are such a curious insect. I must see what is inside you.
You are on the path to greatness, mortal. And I will gain a new trophy.
Nauticula, Lady in Shadow, once again, I offer you an alliance. A great alliance.
I've told you before, and I'll tell you again. The answer is no. It has been a long time since I last killed a demon lord. It is good to see that I remain unsurpassed in my craft. You have been absent for too long. You are the chosen instrument of my will, but for months there was no word from you, and no one in the Midnight Isles knew where you were. I watched you from afar, unseen, but then you also managed to hide yourself from my gaze. If it hadn't been for Lady Vorlesh, I would have thought you dead long ago. She kept reassuring me that you were alive, and then I felt your blood in my realm again, and I heard the sound of Baphomet's hooves as he walked through my land. That is when I realized two things. First, this was my chance to annoy the old goat, and second, betting on you was the right choice. Oh no, you are the hero. I simply put the finishing touches on the work of art you created. I did not want to enter into a difficult, exhausting war against Baphomet when he was at full strength. But massacring his minions when they are helpless and success is guaranteed? Well, that is a different matter entirely. Thanks to recent events, the slaughter can finally begin. Baphomet is frightened. He will not leave his abode for at least a year, because if he dies again within that time, his death will be final. This gives me an overwhelming advantage. My black bolts gave him a kiss he will not soon forget, and the memory of their touch will cool his fervor. 2 armies of demons will meet in the coming battle, and one of them will be led by its mistress in all her glory. The other one, however, will be cut off at the head and left without the leadership of its lord. In a year's time, I will have undermined Baphomet's forces and deprived him of his troops and allies. By the time he finally feels invincible again, it will be too late. And instead of crushing my servants and destroying my islands, he will be forced to bargain for his life. As you can see, I won this war before it started. And it's all thanks to you. No, any demon lord that is killed will return to their abyssal realm, where they will be reincarnated. Their body will be unharmed, but the demon lord will be vulnerable for an entire year. If they are killed again during that time, they will be drawn into the Rift of Repose forever. However, if I kill them, they will become an island in my realm. Therefore, nothing will induce Baphomet to leave his labyrinth during the next year. Perhaps it felt that way, but believe it or not, Alishanira has already forgotten the hot-headed Galarian who caused mayhem throughout the city. You may have ended up in some sort of temporal anomaly. These sometimes occur in the Abyss. Or perhaps someone arranged this anomaly for you. If that is the case, you are lucky to have escaped from it so quickly. You could have been gone for several centuries. Of course it has. Everything went according to plan. Your fight with the Demon Lord sapped much of your strength, and you were forced to rely on the power that you were given by Lady Vorlesh. You reached for it instinctively, without even realizing what you were doing. Every Demon Lord needs a weapon. Someone who will be an instrument of their will. Baphomet chose Hepzamira, and I chose you. I'm glad I picked the superior weapon. You proved yourself stronger than your counterpart, and laid bare the cowardice of my enemy. I, the Lady of the Midnight Isles, will give you the honor and glory that such a deed deserves. With a single blow, you have begun the great war between Nocticula and Baphomet. And I will reward you for this achievement. Your queen will reward you for this deed. But she cannot match the generosity of the Lady in Shadow. Accept my profane gift, and remember the moment you triumphed. The moment Nocticula herself expressed her gratitude and respect for you.
I hope you don't need me to explain to you that this offer is completely unacceptable. Do not agree to bond with a Lord of the Abyss. It is the worst decision you could possibly make.
Every succubus can bestow her dark patronage upon whomever she likes. My magic will enter your being and enhance your already exceptional abilities. It will also allow me to watch over you and, if you are in mortal peril, help you. It will not make me your guardian demon, but you can expect to receive some aid from me. Furthermore, there is one more aspect to a profane gift. It allows the succubus to affect the mind of whoever is under her protection. You have proven to be trustworthy, and so I will not exploit this by invading your thoughts. Others, however, will not be so kind to you. If a powerful demoness charms you with her magic and grants you her profane gift, you will become her toy. A mortal can only have the patronage of one succubus, and I would rather give you mine than leave your enemies a chance to cause you harm. You refuse my gift? Reject my favor? As you wish. My patronage will not extend to your humble self. is no point in trying to hide the obvious. This all happened because of the bolt that you used to wound Baphomet. The bolt belonged to me for so long, it absorbed the imprint of my power, making it as deadly as poison. I am the queen of the succubi, the ruler of passions and secret desires. However, I have learned to reverse my gift. I can also kill passion. With a single strike, I can suppress all desires and strong emotions, and replace them with apathy and deadly anguish. This weighs the spirit down, and strips it of its strength, leaving it as cold and passive as a stone. It can no longer depart to the Rift of Repose, or find its way to Pharasma's judgment. So instead of going to the places it would normally go, the spirit becomes solid. No, not normally. However, this is the work of Lady Vorlesh. When she discovered my powers, she was intrigued by them. That's why we made a deal. I would give her a few of my bolts so that she could analyze any residual traces of my power that remained on them. In return, she promised to make the bolts even more deadly. Her enchantments were supposed to give the bolts perfect accuracy so that they would never miss a target. In this regard, her spells were certainly successful. I saw the enchanted bolts flying in all directions, like a flock of frightened birds. But they invariably hit their targets. Now I know what Lady Vorlesh gained from our deal. She took the lethal power that remained on the bolts and transformed it into something even stronger and more powerful. Now, you no longer have to kill a demon lord. You simply have to spill their blood to obtain a powerful new Nahindrian crystal. I admire Lady Vorlesh's shrewdness, but I swear she will regret keeping her plans from me. Do not even think about touching it. This is a Nahindrian crystal, made from the blood of a demon lord. It contains immense power, and it belongs to me. The crystal was formed as the result of a wound inflicted by my midnight bolt. Stay away. You've decided to be stubborn. Well, that's a good trait. It will be useful for the mission I've entrusted to you. So I will let you have your way. I do not wish to quarrel with you over such a small trifle. Conquest is your next step. The world wound can only be closed where it was opened, in the Threshold Fortress. Go back to Galarian, gather an army, and bring the full force of your power down upon your enemies. Baphomet will wish to recall his soldiers as soon as possible in order to repel my attack. You will only have to deal with Discari's servants. When you get back to Threshold, stand on the edge of the rift that connects your plane and the Abyss, and we will execute our plan. I will stop him. Baphomet's servants will be too frightened to go to the place where their master was killed. And whoever tries to mine my crystals will taste my wrath. You have fulfilled the mission for which you came, Galarian Crusader. The mining of Nahindrian crystals has ceased, and Baphomet and Discari will no longer have mythic demons under their control. I will send my servants to destroy the network of passages they have carved throughout my islands. I will destroy all their portals, including the one that brought you to Alashanira. It is clear that Queen Galfrey lacks your talent as a strategist. In your absence, she has made several mistakes that have brought Mendev's crusaders to the brink of destruction. She is a skilled warrior, and a good leader, but that is not enough. It never has been when it comes to dealing with the world wound. You were the one who tipped the scales toward a victory for Mendev. But you'll soon find out everything for yourself. I won't spoil the surprise. The same way you arrived, through the Nexus. The rift that led you into the Abyss is open. Of course, the Queen tried to close up every opening within the Midnight Fane, but I'll let you in on a secret. She didn't close all of them. If you look hard enough, you'll find the way back. As you wish. I only hope that when you get home, it won't be too late to save your plane. Now it is time for you to return to your plane. You are desperately needed there. And I must attend to my own affairs.